Hello everyone, welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas with me. Today I am sharing my Christmas bow tutorial. Yes please, this is a really simple and easy bow for gift toppers, gift baskets, and Christmas tree toppers. So what you're going to need, wired ribbon, scissors, and pipe cleaners. You could also, if you don't have pipe cleaners on hand, you can use floral wire or zip ties, or you can just use some extra wired ribbon. Okay, let's get started. There is no right or wrong way to make these bows. Definitely use this tutorial more of a guide and as inspiration. So I am going to be taking some wired ribbon and I'm going to measure out my tail first. I did measure out my tail to be about 12 inches. You can always cut your tails down to be shorter. You can never make them longer. So I always give myself some extra room to play with. And then I'm going to make my loops. That's all this bow consists of, are loops. I did make my loop about 6 inches. You're going to loop it over, pinch it really tight in the center, and then make another loop and loop your ribbon over, pinch it in the center, and you're going to repeat this process over and over. The key here is holding that center once you bunch it up together, holding it really tight. That's the only thing that is keeping this bow in place. So I am going to make, I think, 7 loops here. 5 loops is definitely the minimum, and then you can make it as big as you want it. But I feel like 7 is a really good number for my gift baskets. So I have 6. I am going to make 1 more. Since my ribbon here is double-sided, it's the same print, it's the same, or there's no print, it's plain, it's red on both sides. I don't really have to worry about it too much. I will show you what to do with one-sided printed ribbon. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner here, secure it to my bow. So I'm just putting it right underneath and I'm twisting it really, really tight. And that is about it. I could stop here and I have a pretty good sized bow, but I am going to do a double bow here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim my tail. Okay, so once I have my tails trimmed, I am going to give them just a more polished look by giving them the little dovetails. So you're just going to fold your tail in half. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut upwards diagonally on the open side of the ribbon, and this just definitely gives your bow a more polished look. Is it necessary? Not necessarily, but it definitely just adds more to your bow. So I am finished with this part of the bow here. I'm going to move it to the side. If you only want a one printed bow, start fluffing here. But I am going to take this gingerbread wired ribbon that I picked up from Joann's. Oh my goodness, it is so adorable. I cannot wait to put this on a gift basket. And I am going to make this bow that's going to go into the center a little bit smaller than what I made with the red bow. So I think I made my tail about 6 inches here, and you can just play around with the measurements. I am not a stickler for measurements. You will see here in a little bit, I am going to make my first loop. I'm going to bring that red bow back on camera to see, is this a good size? And it looks a little bit too small, so I'm going to make my loops just a little bit bigger. All right, and now we are going to proceed with the same process. Once I found the right size for the center of this bow, I'm just going to create my loops, pinching at the center, looping the ribbon over and over. So since my design or my print is only on one side, you do want to manipulate the ribbon so that when you loop over each loop, the printed side is facing us. You want to make sure that print is always facing the outside. And then you will just pinch it really tight, create a loop on the left, pinch it really tight, create a loop on the right, and continue that process. I did go ahead and make 7 loops for this bow as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut my tails here, pinching it really tight. I'm going to bring my red bow back to the center over here, and I'm going to place my gingerbread bow in the center. I am staggering it. As you can see, the red bow is like laying left to right, and then I put my gingerbread bow in the center going from top to bottom. And I am going to just take that pipe cleaner, twist it a couple of times around really tight. Then I'm going to take that pipe cleaner and bring it to the back. I will be using this pipe cleaner to attach it to my gift basket. If you are using this bow as a tree topper, you want to use that pipe cleaner in the back to attach it to your tree. And then here is where all the magic happens. You are going to twist and fluff, pull these loops out. The more that you fluff them and work with them and bring them to the center, the bigger and more fluffy your bow is going to look. And that is why we use the wired ribbon here. So I did flip my bow to the back so that I could focus just on the red ribbon, and then flip it over to the front and work on that gingerbread print. It is so darling. I do have a gingerbread basket coming very soon, and I made this bow specifically for that gift basket, and I am just so obsessed. A little tip is definitely check out all of the sales right now at Hobby Lobby. I believe the Christmas ribbon is 50% off. At Michael's, I believe it's 50% off as well. Joann's was doing a deal like buy 2 get 3 free. They were doing some type of deal. All of the sales are going on right now. And a pro tip is to stock up on your Christmas ribbon during the after Christmas clearance sales. That is where I got my big satin ribbon here. Bought a huge roll, and it has lasted me. I think this is my 3rd year, and I'm still working on that roll. Alrighty, and here is a look at that bow. I think it turned out fabulous. Okay, so I thought I would go ahead and make a couple more bows here on camera. I will be using these on some gift baskets that I have coming up, so definitely make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified when my Dollar Tree gift baskets go live. So I am just going to proceed with the same tutorial here, creating that first initial tail, creating my first loop, and making sure that all of my loops are the same size. I love this print here. I did pick it up at Walmart during the after Christmas clearance sales. I think it's going to look so beautiful on a gift basket. And another little tip, this ribbon is 1.5 inches wide, and I recommend to use this particular ribbon for smaller bows or for the center of a larger bow. The larger the loop with the thinner ribbon, it kind of falls a little flat even though it is a wired ribbon. So I definitely recommend to use this smaller ribbon for much smaller bows. And I do a different little technique here. I am going to take my pipe cleaner, secure my bow, and get it nice and tight. And then I'm going to take a few more pieces of ribbon to make this bow look a little bit fuller. So instead of making loops, this is really good if you do have like extra kind of like scrap ribbon after you've made a few bows. You can cut a few pieces of ribbon. I used my tails as a guide, and then make sure you have about 2 pieces that are about the same size. You're going to lay them crisscross, pinch in the center really tight. Take your bow, make sure you are conscious of the print of your ribbon, so I did have to lay it face down. Attach it to the back and secure it to that pipe cleaner. When you flip it over, you just added 4 additional tails. That makes your bow look fuller and it gives it more dimension. So now I'm just going to fluff and pull, get these loops really nice and full. Now I will go ahead and cut the little dovetails on each of the tails, and we're done. I think this bow turned out adorable. Alrighty, I wanted to show you another option when you are putting these bows together. Maybe if you don't have any pipe cleaners or floral ribbon or zip ties around the house, you can also use the ribbon for your bows. Just cut an extra long piece, keep that bow pinched really, really tight, wrap it around and do a double knot. Pull it really, really tight, and then that will secure your bow, and then you will use that extra ribbon that you tied around the bow to attach it to your gift basket or your gift box. Well, that's a wrap for my Christmas bow tutorial. I hope that it was super easy to follow along. If you did enjoy it, or if you thought it was helpful or gave you some inspiration, definitely give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. This is my go-to bow for all of my gift baskets and tree toppers. One more little tip, if you are creating this bow for a tree topper, leave your tails extra long so that you can curl them and they can flow down your tree like a waterfall. Thank you so much for watching and spending a little bit of your time with me today. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to check the description box below to catch up on my other videos that I have going on in my Christmas series, like my Christmas wrapping station, which is where I made all of my bows today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Hit that notification bell so that you won't miss my next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.